Hi, this is Sherry at Twisted Granny Tarot. Thank you very much for coming to my table tonight. This is the video series that uses a horoscope diagram to help determine what's going to happen to various zodiac signs during this month of 2026. And we get a lot of information out of that because we got 12 topics we can cover, not just one. It's easy to understand. It's very logical. And it's also the page that I like the calendar that my friend Link publishes, because he kind of researches antiquities, let's call it, and he puts some interesting little tidbits in his calendar. So in this particular calendar, it says, here we go, on June 22nd, which is my husband's birthday, it says, on this day, the Fraudulent Mediums Act of 1951 repeals England's Witchcraft Act of 1735. 1735. They finally repealed the Witchcraft Act in 1951. And it says that action became a catalyst for Gerald Gardner's books. Now, if you're into researching the spirituality of paganness in Europe, in the UK, then you'll eventually be led back to Gerald Gardner. And he wasn't burned at the stake, or he didn't go to jail for any of that. So that's a good thing. Well, anyway, so there we go. Now, this is a deck that is called the Wizard's Tarot. And I need a little practice with it. So you're probably going to see me flipping to my favorite cheat sheet. So we'll see what happens. All right, Cancers, we're going to start here with the first house, which is what you're thinking about today. What's going on with Cancer? Oh, no, honey, but you sad. What? Something happened to you that broke your heart, and you're very unhappy about it. Now, let me think about this. So I'm a Cancer rising, so I'm like, well, there's some disappointments. However, they can be recovered. You can recover from them. Okay, how's that? Hang on a minute. Second house is your own money. Here we got the Ten of Cups. Woohoo! All right, well, right next to this misery card is a card of outrageous success. So we can tell you that whatever you're upset about now is probably not going to be anything that has to do with money, because you're doing okay in that department. Okay, so let's see if we can go on and find out if we can get some information about why you're so upset and depressed. Okay, third house is communication. That means what you talk about. Oh, Lord, 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 are you worried to death? Why are you worried? Nine of Swords. Well, this is a woman who's sleeping on a bed of swords. And who could sleep like that? So, okay, I get it. This is your house of communication. There's been conversation with somebody that has left you tortured. That's what it is. There's been a conversation with you and somebody else that has just left you tortured, and that's still on your mind. And it could be from 3 or 4 months ago. It's still on your mind. Okay. All right. Fourth house is your home. And in your home, it says, you are the empress of your home. Oh, you are the living end, the epitome. Here she is with her magic wand and her cat and her beautiful window and her beautiful castle. And lovely food and decorations, an opulent location. So you are the queen of your castle. Or B, if you're a man, you're the king of the castle. And you're that way because you're good. You try to be good to everybody who lives in your house. Because we have to keep the peace, and not necessarily anybody needs to be the boss all the time. Okay? So you're good at cooperating. Fifth house is... wow, look at your romance and creativity. Where are you going? This is the Hermit, and he's looking for something, and we happen to be in the house of romance, creativity, games of chance, recreation, that kind of thing. So you're looking for adventure, romance, creativity. You're feeling particularly adventurous. Now, this does not mean you're going to cheat on your spouse. You just might mean that you and your spouse are going to have some adventures together. And why does that have to be a bad thing? So I think this guy is serious about it too. So he's given a lot of thought. So these will not be frivolous. Well, they might be frivolous and nonsense, but they're going to help you explore your relationship with your kids, your spouse, and recreational activities, things, situations that make you happy. Okay. Sixth house is work and health. We got the Page of Swords. Swords is, well, a page is always a messenger. And the swords are always about intellect, contracts, speech, those kinds of things. Wow, what do we have here? Oi. Oh, well, the sixth house governs work and health. So we got the Six of Wands here. Here we go. I knew I was going to have to use this. Six of Wands. And it says, oh, well, this doesn't look much like the original drawing. However, this particular person is being celebrated. This particular person is being celebrated. And he has come back to his hometown so that they can bestow gifts and prizes on him and rewards and thanks, those kinds of things. So, what? Well, this would indicate that if your sixth house is work and health, you're going to get good news about your work. Well, first of all, this is good news about your work. On the same hand, it's good news about your health, because this is a message, and these are good things. So if you have a ticklish medical problem, it's going to sort of kind of cure itself, or with the right medication and right treatment, that the health situation will solve itself. And with the career expression, it will leave it, it'll help you, you'll go on to be even more successful. How's that? Okay, seventh house is marriage partnerships and business partnerships. Wow, look at this. Right now, Cancers, this is the Strength card in marriage partnerships and business partnerships. So what this tells you is you have a strong partnership with your spouse. And at this moment in time, y'all are solidly together, maybe more so than you've been in the past. It also means you are solidly viewed by the people that pay you as a good candidate, a good quality person, as somebody whose advice is welcome, and it signifies accolades. It signifies that on the one hand, people may walk up and tell you, yes, you're great, you're fantastic. On the other hand, people may just say, you know what, I really like that person. She does a good job. He's really good at so-and-so. And so they might be saying good things about you that you're not aware of. Don't worry, people are saying good things about you when it comes to your career and your marriage. How about that? Okay, eighth house is money from other people. Hey, ready? Well, if I wasn't a Cancer, I would say, oh, this means I'm going to get money from two different categories, because I'm a Cancer rising, and this is the Cancer. He's driving a chariot. Now, do you see his hand on the reins? No. So far, I don't know why they do that. Well, if there's no hands on the reins, then this person has no concern about directing these, well, dragons in this case, of which direction to go. But what it basically means is one dragon wants to go that way, or one horse wants to go that way in a regular deck. And one horse/dragon wants to go this way. If this driver is not holding onto the reins, he might not like where they're going to take him. So, if this is you, you've got two income streams here. Isn't that interesting? So, how can that be bad if you have two income streams? Be sure you're able to track and control these income streams because you want more to come from that avenue, don't you? And that stream, you want more income, more money from that stream. So, all right, so we got the Strength card and then the Chariot card. Holy moly. Okay, ninth house is philosophy, religion, higher education, and long distance travel. And what we got here is a teacher instructing a student. So actually, this would indicate it's a good time to use this period of time to take a long distance trip because that increases your education. Take a course at a local school, whether it's an adult education course or it's an actual computer course or an art course or a tarot course. Go ahead and do it because this is a good time to learn it. If you have the opportunity or you have the time to do it and you have the interest in it. Let's see, ninth house of philosophy, religion. So if you want to explore in the library various types of religious issues, you can do that at the library. It doesn't cost anything. You just go there, pick up the book, and teach yourself or ponder it yourself to see if it makes sense to you. Okay? Now, 10th house is, let me make sure I got this right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. Oh, what is this? This is your career card. This says 4 of Wands. Well, I'm going to have to look at that. Wands governs business. So, prospects and timing are good. Freedom from oppression. Full of enthusiasm and goodwill. So, in a regular deck, there would be an arch with people dancing under it. And I don't even see 4 of anything in here. So, what I'm getting is this is your 10th house. And the card indicates prospects and timing are good. Go ahead and reach out for new prospects. Go ahead and reach out for new opportunities. Go ahead and reach out to expand your influence over your income by stimulating more income. This is kind of like a card of you're past the beginning and you're on a roll. You're on a roll and lots of good things are going to come from it. So take good care of the money you got coming in because it'll lead to more. In maybe little offshoots of what you're doing now. Little incidentals. Okay, 11th house is, oh my goodness, long-term plans and friends, especially friends from previous employment. So we got the Page of Wands. Pages are always messengers, and Wands has to do with business. What is that? Oh my God. This is the Wheel of Fortune. Tell all your friends what you're doing and have them buy from you. You got more friends than you know. So you need to find ways to contact them and tell them about your new project or your new idea or how you can help them expand their business by blah, 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 blah. This is an excellent card to have there because it's about long-term plans. So right this second, this is the Wheel of Fortune card, meaning it's a lucky card for you today and for a little while. And it'll probably be at least till the end of the year. It got something to do with the planetary alignment. I only know enough about astrology to get myself in trouble. So, but I know that much. The timing is good, and the timing is going to be good until planets move out of that phase. Okay? Now, your 12th house is what you think about when you go to sleep at night. Oh my goodness, the 9 of Pentacles. In the 9 of Pentacles, oi, girl or boy, when you go to sleep at night, you go to sleep with a worry-free mind these days. You go to sleep without any stress. What? And it may very well be that you're having a good night's sleep. Now, some of you may have just got like a snoring machine, like one of those CPAPs. That might be why you're sleeping good, but it doesn't have to be. It could be that some of the situations that have been uncomfortable for you have either died down or solved themselves or gone away, and you're doing good. So look at that. Alrighty, so what we have, besides sirens, is an overall, it's a good reading. It's well, you know, it's the planetary alignments are good for Cancer. All the YouTube astrologers and card readers tell us. So in the first house, we got a worry card, but you don't need to worry about that. We get second house, we got the money card. You're using your money to get more money. Okay. Third house is, but you had a situation with, oh, that's what this has to do with. You had a situation with somebody that's still causing you grief, and it's still painful for you to think about. Fourth house is your home. You're the queen of your house, so everything is running okay in that department. Fifth house is romance and creativity, and this means that y'all are interested in having adventures, in long trips, or whatever y'all think are interesting adventures. It might be going to a museum. It might be going to a concert. It might be planning an event that you both love. So do that, because this is your fun house. Go ahead and find it. Go ahead and find the fun, and you go ahead and go. Okay? Sixth house is work and health. And then we got, okay, wow. People at work think you're a hero. Look at that. They love it when you come around and you bring good news. Wow. Accolades. Okay. Seventh house is marriage partnerships and business partnerships. Look, according to this, you and your spouse have a strong union. You are strong together. And there's really, at this moment in time, there's no other person for you except that one. And there's no other person for her or him except you. You have a really good communication standard, and you're really good at helping each other get what they want, and helping them maintain the atmosphere around that relationship. Because, you know, every relationship has its own life. And do you want to feed that relationship good stuff, or do you want to feed that relationship? Okay? So feed it good stuff, because it'll pay off. Okay. Let's see. So that must be ninth, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, this is money from other people. Look, and you got 2 income streams. What? 2 income streams. Money from other people. Now, take a hold of the reins and decide which is your best bet, so to speak. So you may have more money coming in from one avenue than the other avenue. So go ahead and do it. In other words, your side hustle might be getting a little bit more profitable. And this thing would tell you if your side hustle is what you love, then go ahead and feed it all the things it needs, unless it gets to be too expensive. We have to put that cautionary tale in there. However, it's still going to be good, because this is money from other people, money you're not expecting. It's just going to come in, like subscriptions and, you know, donations and stuff like that. And ninth house is philosophy, religion, higher education. This little girl is going to school. This is her teacher, and they're talking about subjects. And so you're in the mood to, like, plant seeds in your brain that will grow and help you become more outgoing and speak more intelligently about a lot of different subjects. So you're in the mood for a little intellectual activity. So take a vacation to a place you've never been before. Go to a museum you got no interest in. You might learn something. Okay? 10th house is your career. What we got here? This is an excellent card for you. It's not a major arcana card, but it's still excellent. So your career is doing just fine. Lucky money in your house of long-term plans. So it's okay if you take your nose off the grindstone, but put it right back where it belongs when you're done fooling around. Okay? And this has to do with what you think about when you go to sleep at night. You're sleeping just fine. Thank goodness for that. All right. This is a really good horoscope or reading. So I hope you get everything you want. I hope you're happy. I hope you have a great summer. And thanks for coming to visit Twisted Granny. And come back and see me in July. Love you. Mean it. Bye.